What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Emperor Atheist channel. With the host, Emperor Atheist. Get right into the topic. Because this has been a topic, man, that I don't think should be that important. But some people think it's important. But religious people think it's important. Black Jews, black Hebrews, whatever they want to call themselves, they think it's important. And I guess white Jews might think it's important too. But well, basically, I don't think white Jews really care because they seem to be doing the best. And the particular, subject is what's the race of Jesus? And I'm basically saying Jesus got to be white because you black Hebrews catching hell, man. I mean, think about it. You saying everybody's black. Abraham was black. Moses black. Everybody in the Bible black. So obviously, this God of Israel favor black people because you say black people are the first people on planet Earth. Well, before I get off into the nonsensical issue of that and the problematic thing about that, I'm just going to say this. As far as Jesus Christ is concerned, very enigmatic figure. I probably lean towards Christ being a myth, meaning he probably didn't exist at all. And I might need to make a whole nother video on why I feel that way. And a lot of historians feel that way. Richard Carey, one of the leading historians on the Christ myth, feels that way. Good friend of mine, Bible scholar, Robert Price, feels the same way. Believes that Christ was a figure that was created by whomever, either whether it's the Roman government or the Gnostics or someone during that first century. But I definitely won't say the Nicene Council. I know that's been going around for years, the Nicene Council and the Emperor Constantine, but that can't be historically correct because this Yahshua name or this particular thing was going on before the Nicene Council, because you had certain historians who spoke about not particularly the character or the historical figure, but Tacitus, people they actually, at least Josephus, even though Josephus, scholars came back to say Josephus' historical writings in his antiquities were forged, but still somebody talked about him before the Nicene Council. So it would be safe to say that this particular Jesus character was around before the Nicene Council. So I won't get off into that cliche that you see on social media. Oh, Jesus Christ was created in Nicene Council. We'll get off into that. But the Nicene Creed was created, and it was not something that the New Testament or Old Testament agreed with. And those of you who want to ask, who never researched Nicene Creed, there were two different ones. I think the first one was around 325 CE Common Era. Then you had another one, and the creed was basically something that was created. Different priests, different church, not priests, but priests, and different leaders of the church got together with their particular ideals on what should be the main belief in this Jesus Christ and this Godhead and all this particular bullshit that came along. But anyway, the Nicene Creed, and matter of fact, I'm gonna make a video on the Nicene Creed. But anyway, that was put into effect. But as far as the Jesus Christ thing, and as far as the ethnicity of Jesus, myself, speaking for me, I don't give a shit what he was, if he was an actual historical figure at all, because it does nothing for me. But you have your Afrocentrics out here. Oh, Jesus was black. I think Jesus was nothing. But just to answer those who say Jesus is black. And just a simple question. Jesus being black, just for the sake of fucking argument, if Jesus was black, then what the fuck has it done for you? I'm going to give you a minute to answer that question and think about it. Black people conditioned around the world in the United States, what the fuck is it doing for you that Jesus was black? Now, my eyes, simple thing that I see and been seeing since I've been here on this earth is that the Jews, so-called Jews, the ones you called white Jews, Edomites, whatever y'all black Hebrews want to call them, black Jews want to call them, these people seem to be the one who are doing the best, who are actually exceeding financially. They are killing each other. It's not on a rate. It's black on black crime, and they don't have a synagogue in every corner in the Jewish neighborhood like we see a black church. So they've been running things financially for a long time. You know what I mean? And I guess Hitler saw this in the 40s and wanted to do something about it. But whatever the case was, the Jews were winning and still winning. They run almost all the media conglomerates. They run the music industry, hip-hop, which was created in the Bronx by black and brown people, are ran by these white Jews. So if you ask me, just going on that alone, seems to me that Jesus got to be a white Jew because he's blessing the shit out of those people. As far as you black Hebrews, I just don't see your point. It seems like you should drop the Power Ranger outfits and get off the corners of the streets and find another religion, because obviously that shit ain't working out. So I mean, just thinking about that, I mean, something ain't right here. You know what I mean? So I don't know what y'all answer could be to that. Oh well, you know, I guess your Yahweh, your imaginary God, to do things in His own time. I guess that's what you would say. That's the only thing you can say, because you know the proof is in the pudding. Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all ain't owning shit. Y'all ain't doing nothing, man. Y'all selling incenses, I guess, on the street. I guess y'all feel like, you know, you're doing something. I don't know, you know, but it ain't shit. It ain't shit. It's some bullshit. So that's my take on it. I think Jesus must be a white Jew. He must have been a white Jew. All the disciples must have been white Jews. And this Yahweh, this imaginary Yahweh, must be blessing those white Jews. I mean, that's my take on it. That's the only thing I can see. Any of you black Hebrews can explain why you're not being blessed, then why your people are still fucked up, even though a lot of you don't even claim to be African. I have no respect for you for that. So I'm just saying. And this video is just not to the black Hebrews, but it's but those are mainly the ones who perpetrate this story of Jesus is black, and they try to go to the scripture and explain this, and a lot of these people who use the scripture don't really understand Hebrew, and they talk about the hair and the skin and all these things, and all of that might be true, but the main point is that it's an over exaggeration and it ain't doing nothing for us. That's my main point. Whether he actually existed for real, and he might have been black with dreads or whatever the fuck he had, it's like, what's the fucking point? Like, what is he doing for us? You know what I mean? So this point that I'm making is that what difference does it make what fucking color he is? So he ain't doing shit for our people. That's the point I'm making. So I won't give a fuck if Jesus was black as goddamn berries and long dreads to his ass. I mean, he ain't doing nothing for us. That's the point I'm making. So all this arguing about the ethnicity of Jesus is basically irrelevant. That's the point I'm making. But if I had to side, if I had to bet, like I was betting on a football game, that and this Jesus was real. And if I had to make a bet, and they say, hey, what ethnicity do you think this Jesus Christ character is of the New Testament? I think I would have to put my money and say he was a white Jew. Yeah, he was some damn white Jew walking around in sandals, trying to do magic tricks, and some people started following him because they had never seen this bullshit. You know, the same shit that David Copperfield and them doing, and Houdini and everybody. Just, you know, he probably doing card tricks and shit all in Judea. People went for that shit. He told them he was some damn son of God and all this shit. Son of Odin, whoever the fuck he said he was. Nephew of Zeus. And people went for it, and, you know, they made up a religion. But I think he was a white Jew, you know, walking around, talking all this crazy shit, just throwing up his hands and all this shit. But as far as the New Testament story is concerned, it's exaggerated. It's a lot of exaggeration in the New Testament. It's not real. It's not real. I mean, people take it for real. And, you know, I know a lot of people hit me up in my comments and they talk about this Jesus stuff. But let me say something to you people who actually still believe this stuff, and y'all hit me up in the comments. You can't use, and I want to make this very clear to y'all, you can't use the Bible for evidence as far as history is concerned. You know, when you're talking about this virgin birth and things like that, and anything that are basically unreal that we have never seen. When you talk about these things in the Bible, you have to understand that when you are stating these things or putting these verses up for evidence, you can't use it as evidence. That's only a religious belief. The only way these things can be used as evidence if you can actually prove it happened. You have to understand that. So and you know, evidence like that, I don't even consider that particular evidence even anecdotal evidence, because it's just something that you believe and you think this is right because it's in this book that you've been indoctrinated with, but that's not evidence. Okay, so that's all I want to say on that issue, man. I mean, you know, this ethnicity of Jesus, and people always thinking that's important. I think what's important is, if you're going to follow it, then follow the message, because the ethnicity obviously doesn't matter, because especially for us blacks who trying to claim this Jesus, it's like us, the same ones trying to claim Obama. Like, you know, I was happy for Obama, but we claiming him for what? I mean, we're proud of what exactly? Like, 8 years went on, and what did he particularly do? Same thing I say about this Jesus. Like, fuck, what the fuck did Jesus do? You know, what is he doing now? You know, he's supernatural, has supernatural powers. He ain't doing shit. He ain't curving the murder rate in the black communities. Send that motherfucker to Chicago. You know, help him out with that. Send him to L.A., Atlanta, New Orleans. You know, let's see what Jesus really can fucking do. Especially if he's a brother. I mean, goddamn. I mean, is that too much to fucking ask? I'm the Emperor Atheist, man. I'm over 600 subscribers now. I appreciate that, y'all. And I also appreciate the feedback I've been getting from y'all, man. That's peace, man. That's real peace. Keep sharing my videos, liking my videos, and I hope y'all help me get past 1,000, man. And I'm actually going to do my TV show soon. Keep saying, man, I've been so busy, man, trying to work this thing, work this truck and shit. But y'all keep on pushing, man. Keep on liking my videos. Keep disliking my videos, whatever you do. You know, even if you disliking my videos, you still paying attention, and I'm sure you still getting something out of it. Even the ones who hate me, you know, the Wabians, all the people who I speak against. Dr. Yo, I know y'all don't like me because I tell you the truth about Dr. Yo being a child molester. I understand. You know, just take it all with a grain of salt. But like I said, I'm the Emperor Atheist. Just be on the lookout for my book and for my next video. Peace out.